To our top story, Nitish Kumar has brought to Delhi his fight against rebel Bihar Chief Minister Jitan Ram Manjhi. The former Bihar Chief Minister has paraded 130 MLAs in front of President Pranab Mukherjee, a show of strength that he enjoys support of the majority in the Bihar Assembly. The flock was moved to Delhi yesterday and put up in a hotel in the suburb town of Greater Noida. The group was taken to the President House in buses. Some walked to the Rashtrapati Bhavan after getting down at Vijay Chowk right outside Parliament. In a show of Janata Parivar unity, Samajwadi Party Chief Mulayam Singh Yadav joined his Bihar colleagues Nitish Kumar, Sharad Yadav and Lalu Prasad. The JDU claims it has majority support in the House and has urged the President to direct the Bihar governor to order a floor test without delay. According to the JDU, the delay in a floor test is adding to uncertainty and vitiating the political atmosphere in the state. The party has also accused the Modi government of encouraging horse trading of MLAs in the state and alleged collusion by the governor, Kesrinath Tripathi. Meanwhile, the Patna High Court has dealt a big blow to Nitish Kumar's chief ministerial ambitions by deeming his renomination as leader of the JDU legislature party as invalid. In fact, a petition had been filed in the High Court by one of Chief Minister Jitan Ram Manjhi's supporters, contending that only the legislature party chief, that is Manjhi in this case, can call for a legislature party meeting. The ball is effectively back in the governor's court. Only the governor can appoint and remove a state chief minister, and Governor Tripathi has not yet taken a decision on letters of support submitted by 130 of Nitish's loyalists.
माननीय उच्च न्यायालय के खंडपीठ ने प्रामा फेसाई अपना ओपिनियन देते हुए कि यह उनके अधिकार क्षेत्र में नहीं आता है. He has virtually replaced the chief minister by this new incumbent without following the procedure. माननीय खंडपीठ के द्वारा अध्यक्ष महोदय के उस पत्र पे के आलोक में आगे की किसी कार्रवाई पे रोक लगा.
इसका माना जाए कि ये जो कार्रवाई है उसकी कोई लीगल वैलिडिटी नहीं है. कोर्ट
कोई लीगल वैलिडिटी नहीं. उस समय
नीतीश कुमार नेता नहीं है,
अभी नेता नहीं है.
तो क्या माना जाए कि जीतन राम मांझी ही नेता है?
जीतन राम मांझी ही नेता है.
Well, Jitan Ram Manjhi has dug his heels in and his supporters are taking the legal route to fight the Nitish camp's aggressive moves. Independent MLA Pawan Kumar Jaiswal, known to be close to Manjhi, has submitted a no-confidence motion against Speaker Uday Narayan Chaudhary, claiming that he cannot conduct proceedings on the floor of the House because of his bias towards Nitish Kumar. Remember, Manjhi's floor test is scheduled for the 20th of February. The independent MLA also alleges the Speaker acted in a biased manner during House proceedings on the 7th of February, which is when Nitish was appointed legislature party chief. In fact, Jaiswal tried to submit the notice to the Bihar Secretary Hare Ram Mukhia and captured mobile footage of how Mukhia purportedly refused to accept the notice.
ये आपको लेने में परेशानी क्या है? ये संकल्प है, ये सामान्य संकल्प है.
रूल में डिफाइन.
देखिए, ये रूल में संकल्प शब्द है. मेरे पत्र में लिखा हुआ है कि संकल्प हटाए जाने संबंधित संकल्प, ये संकल्प है, ओनली संकल्प है. ये आपको लेने में परेशानी क्या है? ये संकल्प है. देखिए, नियम को अलग अलग तोड़ मरोड़ के करने से कोई फायदा नहीं है.
नियमावली पढ़िए, यहाँ पर संकल्प है.
ठीक है, ठीक है.
अब मैं दूसरा उदाहरण बताता हूँ. संकल्प की सूचना, जो सदस्य संकल्प प्रोत्साहित करना चाहे गैर सरकारी संकल्पों के निपटाव के लिए नियत प्रथम दिन से कम पूरे 15 दिन पहले, गैर सरकारी संकल्प के बारे में 15 दिन पहले इसकी लिखित सूचना देंगे और सचिव को लिखित सूचना देंगे.
A day after he swept to power in Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal is already on a mission to fulfill his promises to the capital. He may not be the Delhi chief minister yet, but the Aam Aadmi Party chief is already turning the heat on the Modi government, piling on the pressure in meetings with union ministers.
The comeback man had 3 big meetings on his schedule, with the president and more importantly with the Union Urban Development Minister, followed with one with Home Minister Rajnath Singh. All in run-up to the crucial appointment with Prime Minister on Thursday. It was Kejriwal's meeting with Rajnath Singh in the evening which generated maximum curiosity. Most of Delhi's legislative and constitutional matters, including Delhi police, fall under the Home Ministry, putting Rajnath and Kejriwal on a direct collision course. The issue of full statehood for Delhi, something which requires an amendment in parliament and control over Delhi police, dominated the agenda.
मैंने दोनों ने हमने रिक्वेस्ट किया उनसे कि आप अगर समय निकाल के 14 तारीख को शपथ ग्रहण समारोह में आए तो हमारे लिए अच्छा लगेगा। उसके बाद हमने उनसे एक रिक्वेस्ट किया कि अब क्योंकि दिल्ली सरकार के बहुत सारे काम होम मिनिस्ट्री के जरिए होते हैं, तो हमने उनसे रिक्वेस्ट किया कि हम चाहेंगे कि दिल्ली सरकार पूरी तरह से होम मिनिस्ट्री के साथ में और होम मिनिस्ट्री दिल्ली सरकार के साथ में कंस्ट्रक्टिव कोऑपरेशन के साथ काम करे।
Kejriwal also had a bag full of wishes for Union Urban Development Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu. The issue of statehood cropped up here as well. Along with control over Delhi Development Authority, granting land for schools, parking and playgrounds, and regularization of unauthorized colonies.
गांव देहात के जमीनों के मुद्दे हैं, बहुत सारा फोर्स लैंड एक्विजिशन होता है, गांव के जमीनों के मुआवजे के मुद्दे हैं। इन सारे मुद्दों पे हमें सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से मदद की जरूरत पड़ेगी। दूसरा अनऑथराइज्ड कॉलोनीज के मुद्दे पर, जिस पर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने अभी हाल में एक रेजोल्यूशन भी पास किया था।
They said that Delhi's development depends on the cooperation and assistance of the central government. Of course, it's a fact. I assured them, first of all, I have complimented him on this great victory and reminded him of the great responsibility cast on him because of the promises made. And I have assured him that the center is willing to cooperate with the state.
Arvind Kejriwal has hit the ground running, but he's been a non-conformist, and that is why there has been dharna politics. He had a few run-ins with the UPA government, but now with BJP in the center and Aam Aadmi Party with the overwhelming majority in the state, can a run-in be avoided? That's the big question. With camera person Kirpal and camera person Sanjay Chaudhary, this is Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi for Headlines Today.
Well, the Aam Aadmi Party's stunning victory in Delhi has not just put the BJP on the back foot, it has, but has also exposed the party's abject vulnerability. And just when the BJP's chips are down, it's been ambushed by its own allies.
As if the upsweep in Delhi wasn't embarrassing enough for the BJP, the party is being ambushed by its very own allies. The political equivalent of kicking a guy when he's down. From its oldest ally, the Shiv Sena, to the prospective new one, the PDP. They've all asked BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi to learn lessons from the Delhi defeat. PDP's Mufti Mohammad Saeed has asked the Prime Minister to rein in divisive elements. Shiv Sena too, in its party mouthpiece Samna, has taken a dig at the BJP. This after Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray hailed AAP's victory in Delhi and called it a tsunami yesterday. The Sena is not the only one. Another BJP ally, Akali Dal too, launched an attack on Modi Sarkar. Akali leader Manjinder Singh Sirsa blamed his loss on BJP's negative campaign. Sirsa had shared stage with Minister Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti. He lost from Rajouri Garden in Delhi, a seat he had won last time.
दिल्ली की जो वोटर है वो बहुत ही सूझवान और समझदार है। वो कतई एक नेगेटिव कैंपेन को, नेगेटिव बातों को, ये जो धर्मांतर के ऊपर बातें की गई, ये रामज़ादा और इस तरह के अल्फाजों का इस्तेमाल किया गया, ये दिल्ली के लोगों के गले नहीं उतरा।
The devastating defeat of the BJP in Delhi has fully exposed its vulnerabilities. The aura of invincibility and confidence, its biggest bargaining chip, lies battered. And the implications are fully clear in two words: advantage, ally. Bureau Report.
Well, controversial BJP MP Sakshi Maharaj, meanwhile, has taken an apparent dig at Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Party Chief Amit Shah over the Delhi rout. Maharaj, who was asked about who was responsible for the Delhi defeat, said that he can't blame the Prime Minister and Shah for the disastrous show. He jokingly answered that only Sakshi Maharaj was to blame for the debacle. He was being sarcastic, of course.
दिल्ली की हार के लिए मोदी जिम्मेदार है बीजेपी? साक्षी महाराज साक्षी महाराज जब प्रचार करने का ये तो कह रहे हैं साक्षी महाराज ने 4 बच्चे कह दिए, तो साक्षी महाराज को ही नहीं, मोदी जी को मैं इसमें जिम्मेदार ठहरा सकता, ना अमित शाह जी को ठहरा सकता, और मैं कौन ठहराने वाला हूँ। हमारा मोदी जी का, अमित शाह का, पूरी पार्टी का ये दायित्व बनता है कि इस हार पर हम लोग समीक्षा करें, आखिरकार गलती कहाँ हुई, और वो जानकारी अमित शाह जी को भी है, हमें भी है। देखते हैं क्या होता है, बैठ के बात करते हैं।
As Sachin Tendulkar lifted the World Cup trophy in 2011, there was apprehension in the air that this was the last hurrah for the god of Indian cricket. 4 years later, as the World Cup is just around the corner, the Master Blaster is back and in a completely new avatar. Watch Sachin Tendulkar make his debut on Indian television. Headlines today is the place to be at 10 tonight. You don't want to miss it. Here's a sneak peek of what you're about to watch.
You were what, 37 when that World Cup came about, and I remember talking to you in 2007 and it almost felt that that was your last World Cup. Was this the dream that you always had and this was something that you were determined to do?
See, I was determined to win the World Cup since 1992 and came close on a couple of occasions. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but the most important thing was I never gave up hope, and I think that is something which drove me all the way to 2011 World Cup. And I still remember 2007, Rajdeep, when I got back home, I was so depressed and so upset with the way we had performed. I actually thought of retiring then, and I called my brother over, Ajit, and I also told him that, I really don't feel like continuing. I mean, this is game has been really cruel to us, and I want to stop. And that's when he said, can you imagine in 2011 you are here on Wankhede Stadium holding that beautiful trophy.
And that's Sachin only on Headlines today as India gets ready to watch the debut of Sachin Tendulkar. At 10 tonight, the Master Blaster has taken to Facebook to talk about his eagerly awaited television debut. Sachin Tendulkar posted the promotional video of his television debut on his official Facebook page with the hashtag #SachinIsBack. And that's the hashtag you need to use on Facebook or Twitter to join the conversation. The Master Blaster has given a sneak peek to his fans of what to expect. With over 2 lakh views already, surely cricket lovers in the country are waiting for this exclusive offering on Headlines today. With bated breath, you don't have to wait very long. 1 hour, 45 minutes to go.